There's something happening on YouTube right now that absolutely no one is talking about. Yet, it's changing the game for creators everywhere. I'm talking about a new type of faceless YouTube channel that is not only gaining thousands of subscribers and millions of views, but is also becoming one of the most profitable YouTube channels you can start today. So just imagine this. There are channels that are skyrocketing from zero to massive audiences in record time, but they're not the typical flashy high production vlogs that you might expect. In fact, you've probably already seen tons of these channels popping up all around you without even realizing it, because the creators behind them actually never show their face. But here's where it gets really interesting. The best part is that there is a huge opportunity here, because there is only a tiny fraction of YouTubers that are actually targeting this niche. That means that this is still wide open for people like me and you to go in, capitalize, dominate, and grow something huge, even if you've never uploaded a video before. And that is what I'm going to show you how to do in this video. But before we get into the details of how we actually do it, let me break down what this type of channel actually looks like. So what we're talking about here today is what I'm calling faceless education channels. These are channels that teach people valuable skills, things like how to lose weight, how to build websites, or how to code, and how to make money. Yet they're doing all of this without ever showing their face on camera. Typically, when you see a channel like that, you're not used to seeing it without someone like me on camera. And the cool part, guys, is there is no fancy production, no worrying about lighting or what you look like that day, but just pure value delivered in a way that people actually want. So think about it like this. These channels are focused on solving problems, and the beauty of it is you don't even have to be an expert to create a channel like this. You can teach people what you're learning as you go, and as you build trust and create a massive following, you start to become a trusted resource by sharing insights and actionable tips on topics that people are searching for and looking for right now, but without having to do it on camera. And if you're wondering why these channels are actually so profitable, well, it's because they're education-based content, and that type of content is gold when it comes to monetization. Not only can you generate ad revenue from YouTube, but these channels are also perfect for selling digital products and courses and even affiliate products. In fact, later in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how I'm monetizing content like this, because that, guys, that is where the real money is, because you're not just chasing views. You're building a real business with multiple streams of income. But we'll get into that soon. Right now, I just want you to understand the potential of this type of channel. You don't need expensive gear, you don't need to be camera ready, and you don't even need to have a huge budget. But what you need is the right strategy, and that is exactly what I'm going to share with you today. So what is making these channels so powerful? Well, first of all, guys, they're easy to start. They have the massive income potential, and they're a lot less work than what you might actually think. You don't need to be some camera savvy influencer or have some expensive setup. You can literally run one of these channels from your laptop using simple tools like animations and screen shares and presentations to create the video content. So let me break that down for you. Some of these channels are using screen recordings to show tutorials on software or skills that they've learned. Some are using basic animation style videos, and some are even using presentation style videos. And how you do this is you start by presenting valuable content. Whether that content is about how to lose weight or how to make money or how to improve your coding skills, you're going to pick a niche and deliver valuable content, and that is it. So if we think about some top niche examples, health and fitness are right there at the top. You know, things like teaching people how to lose weight with simple guides, or channels showing people how to do things on YouTube or CapCut, or how to make money online, or different channels showing people how to use different software tools like website builders like WordPress or Framer or Webflow. Guys, these are all high value niches with audiences that are ready to pay for things like courses and guides and digital products. And now I know what you're probably thinking. Starting a channel like this might seem like a lot, right? It might seem daunting even. You're probably worried about the tech or the editing or maybe even the competition that's out there. But guys, it's easier than it's ever been to create content like this. Actually, in this video, I'm going to show you a quick way to get started here in just a minute. But first, think about this. There are tools like Canva for creating animations and presentations. You have one of the simplest video editing tools that produces high quality videos in CapCut. Not to mention it's super inexpensive. And if you know how to use ChatGPT the right way to create video scripts, scripting and coming up with video ideas is easier than it's ever been before. In fact, if you haven't watched my video on how to script videos with AI tools like ChatGPT, I'll leave a link in the description because I want to make sure that you watch that. And guys, on top of all this, you don't have to be a tech genius to do all this, right? It's fairly simple once you get it started. You just need the process, and that's what this is all about. So here's a simple strategy to kickstart a Faceless YouTube channel. First, you want to start with simple, actionable, how-to videos that answer the most common questions in your niche. So think about things that your audience is probably already searching for. For example, if you're in the fitness niche, you could start with things like how to lose weight just by walking, or how to build muscle at home. If you're in the tech space, you might build some tutorials on how to build a website in 30 minutes. And there's a key with all of these things, guys. These types of videos are evergreen. That means that they're going to consistently over time pull in views, and you can start establishing your channel from day one. And it's like you're building online assets that are going to continue to get views and watch time over and over again. So to kickstart your channel, you want to start with simple, actionable, how-to videos answering the most common questions in your niche. Now, one of the keys to the strategy that I use when building channels like this is what we call a content cluster. And what this is taking multiple videos around the same topic so you can actually link them together and keep viewers on your channel. And this creates what I like to call a loop effect for your viewers. So think about this. Have you ever found yourself binge watching a certain channel? Well, if you have, that is the loop that I'm talking about. And this is extremely powerful because you want to think about this as a series of videos that revolve around one core topic, but it breaks it down into multiple subtopics. And the idea is to cover the subject from every angle. And what happens is you start to create a web of interconnected content that's going to encourage your viewers to binge watch your videos and keep coming back for more. So when someone comes to your channel for one video, you end up keeping them there, right? You don't want them to just watch one video and bounce. By creating clusters of videos around a specific topic, you're giving them a roadmap to follow. And once they watch your first video, they'll be drawn into the next one because it's related, it adds even more value, or it answers the next question that they have going through their mind as they watch your current video. And guys, this is how you turn viewers into long-term subscribers and a ton of watch time. And this is how you give YouTube what it wants, because YouTube wants to keep people on their platform and keep people getting presented ads that make them money. And when you do this, these are all positive signals to YouTube that your channel is building value, which in turn helps you get promoted more in the YouTube algorithm and grows your channel. So let's say you're in the fitness niche and your core topic is losing weight by walking, right? Your content cluster might look something like this, right? You might have a main video on how to lose weight just by walking. You might have a cluster video next that is the best walking routine for fat loss. Then you have one on how to track your steps for maximum weight loss, the best shoes for walking and weight loss and preventing injury, and maybe even another one on how to combine walking with a healthy diet for faster results. So now instead of having just one video on walking for weight loss, you got 5, and not just 5 random videos. These are all videos that complement each other and keep the viewer engaged and on your channel. Now, someone who watches your main video on how to lose weight by walking is highly likely to want to know about your walking routines or your diet tips, and that's how you get them to stick around. Now, another big benefit of the clusters is that the keyword effect that you get from all this. When you've got multiple videos targeting different keywords within the same niche, all of a sudden YouTube's algorithm starts to recognize your channel as being a go-to resource for that topic. The platform will start actually recommending your videos to people interested in similar content. And that's how you get on the radar and start attracting significant views. Let's look at another example. Let's say your channel is focused on how to code, right? So you have a main video on learn Python for beginners, right? That's your core topic. And then you got the next one, which is the top 5 Python projects for beginners. And then one on how to build a simple Python game in 10 minutes, or Python versus Java, which is better for beginners. And then the last one is the best free resources to learn Python. So think about that, guys. Each one of those videos could have been the logical next step in that person's journey about learning about coding with Python as a beginner. Now, anyone searching on how to learn Python or coding for beginners have multiple entry points to get into your content that puts them inside that loop. Now, the key to making clusters like this work is that each video needs to be valuable on its own, but even more powerful when the videos are watched together, right? And the key with these videos, guys, is it's not just constantly repeating yourself or creating filler, but instead each video should feel like that logical next step in the learning journey, and it's unlocking the next piece of the puzzle for that viewer. Now, a little pro tip on this is actually linking these videos together and putting them in playlists. So when you finish one of these videos, tell your viewers what video to watch next, right? So in my Python tutorial, I might say, well, now that you got the basics of Python down, check out my video on the top 5 beginner projects to start building your skills. So this directs people to the next piece of content and keeps them hooked into your channel. And now one of my favorite parts, guys, monetization. Guys, when you create content like this, you're not just building views and engagement, you're creating multiple touch points for sales, right? Each video in your cluster can lead to a sale of a product or a course or an affiliate product. You know, in our fitness example, you could recommend a fitness tracker for walking or a meal plan service that aligns with healthy eating. And in the coding one, you might offer a course on Python that you're an affiliate for, or eventually create your own products on that topic, or sending them through coding boot camps, all that kind of stuff. And when you're providing a lot of high value content like this, guys, it doesn't feel like you're selling, right? It doesn't feel salesy. You're just giving someone the next part of their learning journey. And you're providing a ton of value up front. And as your audience naturally starts to trust you, it makes it become an easy buying decision to buy from you. There's a lot of people that come to this channel that watch the videos that I put out and buy products from me because I'm putting a lot of value up front. Now, something I want you to think about with faceless channels like this is the scalability of it. You know, when you're building a channel that doesn't require you to be on camera, you're setting yourself up for a business model that can grow exponentially, right? Because the beauty of this model is the simplicity. It requires less effort to maintain high production quality. And without the need for personal branding or makeup or lighting or crazy camera setups, you can create content more faster and more efficiently. So instead of spending hours tweaking lighting or shooting takes in front of a camera like I'm doing right now, you're just focusing on delivering high value content through screen shares and presentations or animations. And that simplicity right there, guys, makes this model scaling so much easier than traditional content models. This model is not only scalable because of how fast you can create the content, but also because of the monetization piece, right? Each video that you're creating becomes an asset to get views, subscribers, and ultimately customers, right? Every time you put out a video, that becomes an asset that just keeps feeding people into your funnel. And the fact that you create them on evergreen content, you have videos that you're going to create today that are still going to be making you money 3 years from now, still growing your channel 3 years from now. Unlike news or trendy entertainment videos, evergreen tutorials don't lose their value after a few weeks or months. A well-made video teaching people how to use Google Sheets or how to create a website with Framer will continue to attract viewers years after it was first uploaded. And guys, this is because people are always searching for how to use software tools or how to learn new skills. And those questions, guys, they don't go out of style. So you're probably thinking, okay, William, this sounds great, but how do I do all this? So let's talk about how you can get started fast with your faceless education channel. Now, the biggest mistake I see, guys, when people start out trying to do this is the first thing they do is they try to create this ultimate video right off the bat that's like the complete how-to guide that covers every single thing in their niche, right? Guilty as charged. I've been there, I've done that. But here's the thing, guys, that is a recipe for not only burnout, but honestly quitting, right? Because instead of trying to build the perfect video from day one, focus on creating low effort content to get the ball rolling. The goal at the beginning is to build momentum, gain some confidence and get comfortable with the process of creating faceless videos. So start small by focusing on micro topics or micro tips. Pick one small thing that you're going to teach your audience and dive into that. For example, if you're in the fitness niche, don't create a 3-minute guide on how to lose weight. Start with a quick micro topic like how to use walking to burn more fat, or one simple snack for burning fat quicker. And keep it simple. Keep it focused and get it done quickly. And the key here, once you get that first video published, is repetition, right? By creating multiple short actionable videos, you're getting content out there, you're building momentum, and you're getting your confidence up as you go. And this approach is great for a few reasons. Number one, it's fast and easy to execute, right? You're not bogged down trying to create the perfect video, and you don't need tons of preparation. You just need to know the one thing you're teaching and hit record. Second, it helps you learn the process. When you're new to content creation, every video is a learning experience, right? The more you create, the better you get, the more you improve. By starting with low effort videos, you're giving yourself space to grow without feeling overwhelmed, and you're building a library of content. You don't need a single viral hit to be successful on YouTube. Instead, you need a library of videos or assets that are consistently pulling in views, and micro tips and micro topics are perfect for that because they're quick to produce and easy to consume. And now another good tip for starting fast is to focus on strategy or overview content. This is where you teach what you know or what you've learned without having to demonstrate every step, right? If you start with a detailed tutorial on, how to build a website, that can be difficult. But instead, if you create a video that's an overview of a high functioning website, you don't have to get into the details and work out this perfect, step-by-step tutorial that you're going to walk people through. This is a low effort style video because you don't have to go into all that detail or show every single step. You're just sharing valuable insights, giving your audience a high level overview, and positioning yourself as that go-to person. And it doesn't require hours of complex editing or screen sharing or anything like that. You can literally have a presentation or animation on the screen as you go through the steps of that process. So by focusing on this small actionable content in the beginning, you start to build momentum much faster than trying to build those ultimate guides. And once you build up a content library and gained experience, you can move into those more in-depth videos. But for now, keep it simple, keep it focused, and get videos out there. Guys, education channels are actually easier than you think. Even if you're not feeling like you're an expert yet, one of the biggest misconceptions people have is that they need to be this big personality in their niche from day one. But the truth is, guys, you don't have to be a master to start teaching. You just need to be willing to learn and share and provide value to others. And what's even more powerful is that you can teach what you're learning along the way. If you're reading books, taking courses, or watching videos to build your knowledge, you can turn that into content. So for example, if you're learning how to code, you don't need to be a full stack developer to start your channel. You can start by creating videos like what I learned from my first Python course, or beginner's guide to variables in Python. And you can actually talk to people about how you're a beginner and how you're learning these things and how you're applying them. And that's going to come off very relatable to someone who's on the same journey as you. In fact, a lot of people find it better and more refreshing to learn from someone like that because the person teaching isn't speaking over their head and they're having the same type of problems and challenges as they go. You're sharing from personal experience and perspective, and people love that because they can follow along with the journey as they go through it and have the similar hurdles and challenges. And here's something cool, guys. Learning and teaching go hand in hand. The more you teach, the more you reinforce what you're learning. And when you break down a concept and teach it to others, you actually deepen your own understanding of that topic. As you keep doing this, naturally, you become more knowledgeable and confident in your niche, and your expertise will actually grow as your channel grows, right? If you're learning from books, courses, or videos, you can put your own spin on it, right? You can share how you're implementing those lessons, what's working for you, what adjustments you're making, and this makes your content unique even if you're covering similar topics to what others are teaching, and your audience will actually appreciate hearing your perspective and how you're applying the knowledge in real life. Okay, so now that you're confident you can do this, I want to share with you my strategy. I told you I'm going to do it, so that's what I'm going to do right here. So here's my strategy for building a faceless education channel. So my strategy is actually all about building a network of faceless YouTube channels. Now, the idea is I'm starting with one channel, just like I'm teaching you, right? Micro tips, micro topics, starting with one channel and gradually working that up to focus on high value tutorials in specific niches. Whether it's software tools like Google Sheets or Airtable or low code platforms, or even design tools like Figma and Canva, that's what I'm going to focus on because these are tools that people are searching for and they want clear, actionable guidance, and that is where my faceless channels will come in. So my plan is to target multiple software and how-to niches, right? I'm going to start with one software niche like Google Sheets and produce tutorials that eventually go really deep into the functionality and all the different use cases. And I'll cover everything from beginner-friendly tutorials to more advanced topics, providing tons of value to both new users and those looking to get into the advanced stuff. And once I have a channel up and running, gaining tons of momentum and start making good money doing it, well, that is when I move on to the next niche, like Airtable, for example, or building websites with Framer. And each of these channels that I create, guys, will be faceless, allowing me to produce high quality content efficiently, like I'm teaching you how to do in this video. All right, so whether it's screen shares or tutorials or step-by-step guides, the content will be focused on delivering value without the need of being on camera. And guys, this is super scalable because once I have a solid foundation for one channel, I built the process, I can move on to the next while the first continues to generate views and income, right? Because it's getting into that evergreen cycle. As I expand, I want to create a full network of channels, each targeting different software or niches. And over time, this will create a powerful web of educational content covering some of the most in-demand software tools and skills out there that people are searching for. And as the network grows, so will the opportunities for monetization, because I'll be promoting affiliate products, I'll be promoting the software as an affiliate, I'll be creating my own digital products and courses. You know, if I'm doing a tutorial on a software tool like Framer or Airtable, I can create affiliate links for that tool. I can create related products, plugins, templates, and my own products and templates and downloadable resources, and even full courses that will bring in a ton of revenue. And the key part of this plan is to capitalize on this network of faceless YouTube channels. So if you think about that monetization strategy like a funnel, right? I'm gonna have micro products, which are lower priced, easy digestible digital products that solve very specific problems, right? Like for example, on this channel, I have guides on how to create thumbnails or how to write video scripts with AI, or a whole framework for writing video titles that get views, right? So these are quick, actionable guides on niche topics. You know, for example, a channel focused on Google Sheets, I could offer an ebook like 10 advanced Google Sheet formulas. And in that guide, I break that down and I charge $9 for that. And then I start upselling templates, you know, that the audience can start using right away, like dashboard templates and things like that. And those I sell, you know, for like $27, for example. And then over time, I start to upsell people into bigger, more detailed courses that I charge anywhere from $47 to $497 for, right? So if I walked you through a full example, if I have a channel about Framer tutorials, the funnel might have a $17 website builder starter kit that gives people a basic framework to build their first website. And then I might offer them a $97 course on mastering Framer, right? And then I might have a Framer business bundle, which is a full course, in-depth, end-to-end, everything people would need to know about Framer that I sell for $497. And this might be even a program where I have coaching calls or a community or something like that. And guys, this works incredibly well because I'm going to be starting where my audience is at, right? They're learning the basics. They're learning the topics from my tutorials. And the logical next step for them is to get even better or get there faster. And that's where my products and courses come in. So in short, guys, this plan capitalizes on the huge opportunity in education-based faceless YouTube channels by not only delivering valuable tutorials, but also monetizing it through a well-designed funnel. So guys, stop hesitating. This is your opportunity to jump on a growing trend and build something profitable without ever having to show your face.